Hello, everyone. I noticed at the very end of my last stream, I did have David T coming in. Thank you very much. Welcome to Winnie the Pooh Day. As a special treat, I'm reading part of The House at Pooh Corner. This is a reprint from 1970. Emily made these in 1928. I read the part of the first chapter, which was named "In Which a House is Built at Pooh Corner for Eeyore." I know exactly where I left off. Part 1 is an earlier stream today. It will not say part 1, but part 2 and etc. will have a part 2 and etc. next to it. So please join me as I continue reading fastly and very silently Winnie the Pooh for Winnie the Pooh Day. Happy Winnie the Pooh Day. Okay. What about Eeyore? Well, poor Eeyore has nowhere to live. No, he has, said Piglet. You have a house, Piglet, and I have a house, and they are very good houses. And Christopher Robin has a house, and Al and Kanga and Rabbit have houses, and even Rabbit's friends and relations have houses or somethings. But poor Eeyore has nothing. So what I've been thinking is, let's build him a house. That, said Piglet, is a great idea. Where shall we build it? We will build it here, said Pooh, just by this wood out of the wind, because this is where I thought of it. And we'll call this Pooh Corner, and we'll build an Eeyore house with sticks at Pooh Corner for Eeyore. There was a heap of sticks on the other side of the wood, said Piglet. I saw them, lots and lots, all piled up. Thank you, Piglet, said Pooh. What you have said will be a great help to us, because it would be called this place, because I could call this place Pooh and Piglet Corner if Pooh Corner didn't sound better, which it does, being smaller and more like a corner. Come along. So they got down off the gate and went around to the other side of the wood to fetch the sticks. Christopher Robin had spent the morning indoors going to Africa and back, and he had just got off the boat and was wondering what it was like outside, when who should be knocking at the door but Eeyore. Hello, Eeyore. Hello, Eeyore, said Christopher Robin as he opened the door and came out. How are you? It's snowing still, said Eeyore gloomily. So it is, and freezing. It is? Yes, said Eeyore. However, he said, brightening up a little, we haven't had an earthquake lately. What's the matter, Eeyore? Nothing, Christopher Robin. Oh, nothing important. I suppose you haven't seen a house or whatnot anywhere about. What sort of house? Just a house. Who lives there? I do. At least I thought I did. But I suppose I don't. After all, we can't all have houses. But Eeyore, I didn't know. I always thought. I don't know how it is, Christopher Robin, but what with all this snow and one thing or another, not to mention icicles and such like, it isn't so hot in my field about 3 o'clock in the morning as some people think it is. It isn't close, if you know what I mean. Not not so as to be uncomfortable. It isn't stuffy, in fact, Christopher Robin. He went on in a loud whisper, quite in between ourselves, and don't tell anybody. It's cold. 6 minutes. Okay. Oh, Eeyore. And I said to myself, the others will be sorry if I'm getting myself all cold. They haven't got brains, any of them. Only gray fluff that's blown into their heads by mistake. And they don't think if it goes on snowing for another weeks or so, one of them will begin to say to himself, Eeyore can't be so much too hot around 3 o'clock in the morning. And then it will get about, and they'll be sorry. Oh, Eeyore, said Christopher Robin, feeling very sorry already. I don't mean you, Christopher Robin. You're different. So what it all comes to is I built myself a house down by the little wood. Did you really? How exciting. The really exciting part, said Eeyore in his most melancholy voice, is that when I left the morning, it was there, and when I came back, it wasn't. Not at all. Very unnatural, and it's only Eeyore's house. But still, I just wondered. Christopher Robin didn't stop to wonder. He was already back in his house, putting on waterproof hat, his waterproof boots, waterproof Macintosh scarf as fast as he could. We'll go and look for it at once, he called out to Eeyore. Sometimes, said Eeyore, when people have found finished takings of a person's house, there is one or two bits which they don't want and are rather glad to have the person to take back, if you know what I mean. So I thought if we could just went. Come on, said Christopher Robin, and off they hurried. In a very little time they got to the corner of the field by the side of the pine wood where Eeyore's house wasn't any longer. There, said Eeyore, not a stick of it left. Oh, wait, sorry, Eeyore. Whoops. There, said Eeyore, not a stick of it left. Of course, I've still got all the snow to do with what I like with. One mustn't complain. But Christopher Robin wasn't listening to Eeyore. He was listening to something else. Can you hear that? He asked. What is it? Somebody laughing? Listen. They both listened, and they heard a deep, gruff voice saying in a singling voice, the more it snowed, the more it went on snowing, and then the small high tidally palming in between. It's Pooh, said Christopher Robin. Certainly, possibly, said Eeyore. And Piglet, said Christopher Robin excitedly. Probably, said Eeyore. What we want is a trained bloodhound. The words of the song changed suddenly. We've finished our house, sang the gruff voice. Tiddly-pom, sang the squeaky one. It's a beautiful house. Tiddly-pom. I wish it was mine. Tiddly-pom, etc. Pooh! Shouted Christopher Robin. The singers of the gate stopped suddenly. It's Christopher Robin, said Pooh eagerly. He should. He's round by the place where we all got those sticks from, said Piglet. Come on, said Pooh. They climbed down their gate, heard around the corner of the wood. Pooh was making welcoming noises all the way. 15 minutes. I have about 4 minutes left. Why, here is Eeyore, said Pooh, when he had finished hugging Christopher Robin, and he nudged Piglet, and Piglet nudged him. They thought to themselves what lovely surprise they got ready. Hello, Eeyore. Same to you. Same to you, Pooh Bear, and twice on Thursdays, said Eeyore gloomily. Before Pooh could say, Why Thursdays? Christopher Robin began to explain the story of Eeyore's lost house. And Pooh and Piglet listened. Their eyes seemed to get bigger and bigger. Where did you say that was? Asked Pooh. Just here, said Eeyore. Made of sticks? Yes. Oh, said Piglet. What? Said Eeyore. I just said, oh, said Piglet nervously. And see as to seem quite at ease, he hummed Tiddly-pum once or twice in what shall we do now kind of way. Please join me as this is the end of part 2, and I will have a part 3 stream coming pretty soon to continue on this Winnie the Pooh reading on Pooh Day. I'm hoping there might be only one more. So everyone, join me for part 3, Winnie the Pooh reading. Please do like, subscribe, and comment, and push out there. How did you like this Winnie the Pooh reading? Let's continue to part 3. And we're off.